Hi, this is Daryl, and I go by Dee. I'm checking in to give you an astrological update, but also just like on a human level. I just kind of want to get to know each other, but I guess I'm really telling you who I am. And it would be fun to hear from you what you're looking for and what you think about these things. But aside from Vedic astrology, two things about 2022 I've decided to do. A friend encouraged me to create, instead of calling it a goal, like set up for failure kind of situation, to design how I would like to feel and then back that up and see what I need to do to construct that. And that kind of goes in line with what we're talking about today. But the word that I came up with, my favorite word will be for this year, will be sacred. And it's important to me because when I think of that word and the vibration of that word, I can almost feel it. It's that feeling I get like right after a yoga class on the mat, whether teaching or receiving or sharing or finishing kirtan or having hung out with some friends that are really in the same vibe as you, that are uplifting and bringing that forward. But the action of it, of the devotion, kind of ties together, and I really want to embody that this year. So just offering a little seed to plant for you about creating how you would like to feel, what that might look like, and if you would like ideas on how to do that or how to organize your time. I'm not amazing at that, but I do have a friend. Her name is Jasmine Russell, and she's an amazing light being who I think everyone should listen to. But I'm going to drop her info in the link below if you're doing the planning for the next year. Not like a setup for, oh, if I don't do this, then I'm bad. But it's just like a little resource on how to move forward, because we are looking at moving forward. Astrologically, the sun is just moving from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and Mercury today has just gone retrograde, and Saturn is in this placement. Oh, my voice sounds funny. What does that mean? Okay, well, it means lots of things, but what will it feel like? Well, the sun is our self. It's our identity, how we experience. It's our true nature. Here's another thing I want to just mention. It really depends on a few things how this is going to feel for you. So what I'm giving is the overall transit, and this is the general feeling. For someone who is a Sagittarius, this is their second house, and this is in the area of their life, this second house feelings, and then also where these planets rule. So it's kind of a much deeper thing. So that's why I encourage readings or direct one-on-one, coaching or discussions around that. But the sun is our identity, our true authentic self. It's the one without another. And so we're noticing our identity moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn is like where this harder work is put forth for the things, that we really love. Mercury, retrograde, people freak out. Not fair to freak out about this. Well, okay, you can, that's fine. But it's not an excuse for pointing fingers and complaining. It's just really a time to remember that, oh, I'm going back in. I'm going to re-review that, or this situation might come up again because I need to use some discernment here. It interrupts the living things and it strengthens the non-living things. So, for instance, Mercury, we know, is part of communication, right? And communication is between people or beings. That gets interrupted. And when we're having that kind of a process, we ought to be a little more careful and considerate on what we're going to say, how we're going to say it, maybe taking a step back. Or one of my favorites, this is something that I've noticed over time, and I've been watching this for more than a decade for sure, is that I often will get that unfinished project on my desk, partially because I'm ruled by Mercury. So it's either for me work or my own personal being, what the things that are coming up for me that I need to address. And then in this area, Saturn, it's just this, not an enforcer, but sort of gives this, I don't know, it's just like this setup for going inward anyway. We're in the winter time and we're looking at what do we really want to put our efforts into, our identity? Like, really, where do I want to drive myself? Am I willing to do that hard work? It's in Capricorn. Am I willing to do that hard work to bring out whatever? So there have been, and I've gotten some readings recently where people are saying, is it worth it? Am I doing the right thing? Are we on track? What's happening? And all of that is yes, yes, and yes. Should you be doing it? I don't know. That's really up to you and how you want to address, your life unfolding, and it's really up to your karma and your dharma. A chart reading is really a little more helpful in explaining that kind of thing. But something it's kind of on my mind besides all of this, I want to just share it on a brief level because it's part of my healing process, and I'm a little bit tender about it. So here goes. Since I was a kid, I've been able to see, hear, and feel things. And it wasn't really supported at all, actually. I was told that I was either making things up, knock it off, close the light, not supported like many kids were. And I know a lot of people can identify with this because I know people like this. And so I kind of shut that down until my 20s. I think it came back online again in a very kind of freaky, scary way. And I sought out help on how to manage that. And so what's happened over time is as I meditate, as I practice, as I've softened, as I've allowed, cleared quite a few things, I'm clairvoyant, psychic medium, clairsentient. I'm able to see, hear, and feel things and help people. That's only my goal. And the reason I'm saying it out loud is I believe in my healing process. I have to align my frequency with this experience in this 3D world. Because if I don't acknowledge it on a much deeper, open level, it's, I don't know, a secret. And that's not good for my body, my energetic realm. It's me telling me there's something that's not okay with me. And I don't dig that. I want to live a true, authentic life. And I love using astrology to help people guide themselves along that way as well. Because my God, you guys, I don't know, but in this last month, COVID, dental surgery, laryngitis, we had holidays, there was travel, blizzards, storm. A lot is happening on a collective. And we need to strengthen and embolden and, oh, sorry, Luke, embolden ourselves. Puppy scared himself. And, to help each other get through that, I think the first line of aligning ourselves is really just to be super true to ourselves. So I'm sharing that out loud. Not really sure why, except for called to do it. So there I go. And as far as the astrological business here, we're having a full moon on Monday. So I'm going to be making another post about that. But for now, the shifts you will be feeling are this Mars is in K2. So like this energy is like, we're ready to kick ass on all these things that we want to get done here that we're reviewing, perhaps. I don't know. Where are you with that? What does it look like? Are you giving yourself unrealistic timelines? Are you softening? Can you be gentle to yourself? Can you cross things off your list? I don't know. But again, thank you for listening. I'd love some feedback, and I'm going to post that information I mentioned to you because I really think Jasmine has a really amazing way of unpacking or looking at what it is you want to bring forth in your life without making it feel like a chore. Because I always felt like I was doing dishes when that was happening. Not this time though. She has a really bright light. So anyways, much love to all of you, and please feel free to share, subscribe, like, book time with me. There's that information in the link below. I'm also working on, I've got a couple of clients where I'm doing these packages of coaching. That's available too. So if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm here for you. And I'm also here to grow. So thanks so much.